How cute is this little jacket? So not too shabby. I know I still owe you guys a Welt Pocket demo, but pretty darn adorable. So this gives you here, the reason I did the contrast is so you could see the facing when it's turned out. Your optional, oh my gosh, back neck facing here. You can see this action pleat that we've made so that when you're moving, you've got some freedom in your upper back. And then I did a popped under collar back here. But you guys, we just have vents, a hem, and buttons. So I'm gonna talk about vents super quick. So I like to miter my vents, which means I'm coming at a diagonal. So I know that I've got this, I know that I have this 2-inch wide vent, 1.5-inch hemline here. So I need my miter to start at that cross point. So what I need to sew together is going to be these two angles. Okay. So if you mark it deep enough, you can kind of see that X line that you want to match. But more importantly, you've got to meet that cross point of where the two seam allowances match, knowing that we have a 1/2 inch difference between our vent and our hem height itself. So I'm going to sew this. The best way, like I like to describe this, is kind of like a grilled cheese sandwich. You've got like a triangle. So if you were to cut your sandwich into triangles, that's what you want to look at. So I'm gonna just hit this with the machine super quick, bring it back over here so you can see it. So then you have your mitered corner here at your vent. So that should anyone see your little tail flip up, it's completely clean finished. Okay, but for my next step, I want to show you guys just connecting this hem. Let's pin. Oh my gosh, I don't have pins over here. I'm gonna pin my lining up out of the way real quick. You have to sew this hem allowance up, and you have to do it by hand. You can, some people like to leave like a hole in their sleeve lining and then machine sew all of this to finish it. But this sleeve, or like this hem here, even if you were to attach this lining to the edge, if this lining or your actual main body starts to fall out, you're gonna look like you're wearing a potato sack. So it is what I was showing earlier for the hand tailoring option. You want to do this around the entire length of the hem, and it is where you're going to work your needle right to left, but you're going to be sewing left to right. So you're moving left to right, but your needle itself will be going in the opposite direction of what you're sewing. I do that up my vents too, just to keep everything where I want it. And I do always opt to, let's just tuck this in here, I always hand sew the bottom of my lining. It's preference, but you can machine sew it. It's just so tricky to get this catch stitch later on, but you could take it to the machine, sew it up like this, and then actually okay, this is experimental because I never do it this way. So let's just pop